because we'll be moving down onto the brink of destruction number one. For our first qualifiers in just a few moments. So before I do, would you please rise as we honor our great nation with the playing of our national anthem.
All right, what about like internationally demolition derbies? Is it predominantly in America? Or?
Well, yeah. Well, we're the richest and most wasteful country in the world, and we have cars where if you go to Finland or Denmark, they got one car for 5 or 6 families, spending $4 a gallon for gas. We have it pretty good here. I had a relative of mine who came from Finland to watch a demo derby, and he could not believe that we were so wasteful with our automobiles. He says, if I could take just the junk cars back to Finland, he says he could be a millionaire. But this is our country, that's what we can do. That's the great thing about it.
Okay, what they do is they run heats. The heats consist of 25 cars or less. You run till the last car goes. Last car runner has to make the hit, move 12 inches, and he's declared the winner. If you don't move the 12 inches, it's a draw. No matter what, if you hit him last or if he hits you last. Second place is fans' choice. They walk around to each car, they hold the flag over it, and they ask the fans for their approval. Third place is officials' choice. That's the officials deciding on who they figured had the best hit, or the best hits.
And the other thing, I'll give you a little tip when you're going out and looking for demo cars, don't tell them you want it for a demo derby. You always got a sister or an aunt that's got a car just like that, and it's got a bad motor in it, and you can use that car for parts. I'm telling you, it works every time. But you walk up to them and say, you selling that car? Yeah. What do you want it for? I'm going to run out of demo. You ain't running my car in a demo derby. My Aunt Tilly had that car for 35 years. Are you going to smash it up? Right off the bat, they get offensive. Automatically, when you go out to buy a demo car, you tell them that you got a sister or something, and you're looking for a car just like that. She's going to college. She's in her 3rd year of med school. You ain't got no money. I mean, you put it on so thick. When you walk out of there, I'll tell you what, you smile, you feel good about it. You really do.
Well, I drive around looking for them. If I see something in the driveway that's got a couple flats, no license plates on them, I'll stop and ask them. Gas station's the same way. And I also have Mr. Bill, he does junk towing. He'll give me the cars, and then he'll meet me down there after I'm done with it. I strip it down and he'll come and scrap them.
The other thing, fellas, is too, when you're preparing these cars, you gotta look for a decent car. I mean, I had a car come in here today that the trunk, you could push your finger through it, the frame, you could push your finger through it. He ain't gonna last too long. Try to look at the frame anyway. Try to pick out a decent car. Something that's gonna make it through. Something you can have some fun with. You're gonna put all that time in that car to get out here to do something. Try to make it a solid one when you go out there and pick up that $50 special or whatever.
Money-wise, it's a poor man's sport, but it can get expensive. Right now, I don't have to spend that much money. I have fuel cells. My fuel cells are paid for. But paint, batteries, because you got to keep on restocking your batteries. Tires we're pretty good on. But money, basically for me now, it's the entry fee, which is not expensive. It's $15 for the driver, $15 per car. That's for fires. That has to be there just in case you catch on fire. Carburetor fire or inside the engine compartment, because when they spray it, it usually goes all over the place. A lot of guys run without air cleaners on it or covered. They open the carburetor wide open. I put the cover back on so that they can't spray the fire extinguisher down inside there, and I can't start back up again.
Al, you think next time you can make a little bigger hole in there, or what?
What?
Think you can make it a little bigger?
I don't want you guys killing me like you did that one time. That's big enough as it's...
Okay, I know it is. You're just stretching the rules tight, that's all. Fellas, the holes in the hoods are getting kind of small. Let's open them up a little bit more. I know you guys don't even want us to go in there and poof them out for the fire, but let's make the hole big enough that we can even get the fire extinguisher in it. Open them up, fellas. I like to see about 10-inch square in there at least. Minimum. I mean, they're getting to the point right now where they're coming up with a micrometer measuring the nozzles on the fire extinguishers. Yeah, this one will just make it. And that's all the bigger they're making them. Cut it open. Cut it open. If we got enough room to get the fire extinguisher in there, it's still gonna mess up the motor. It's still gonna mess you up. Believe me. So open them up so at least we can get the damn fire out.
Who would you think the demolition derbies are for?
Oh, anybody looking for a great thrill, a natural high, so to speak. You know, you go out there and you feel like a gladiator or something or other. It's really great. It's a great feeling and all, you know. Sometimes you can't get up Monday morning because it hurts so bad, but it's still, it's really worth it.
The other thing, fellas, is around the track is all the officials. So we're going to see you if you do an intentional driver's door hit. We're going to see you if you do an intentional head-on collision. And when I say head-on collision, I mean even if you're only the last 2 cars running or 3 cars running, you still don't hit head-on. If you lose reverse and you got to go forward with it, it better not be a head-on hit. Don't hit them head-on. The other thing, fellas, is look around the arena. Every one of the officials got flags out there. They got a red flag and a black flag. Look around. If you see that red flag moving and he's waving it around, stop the car right where it's at. I don't mean shut the key off, but bop that baby in park or neutral, keep the motor running. We got somebody who's hurt or there's a fire. We have to assist to someone. You'll see us a lot of times, fellas, if we won't even try to throw that red flag. If it's close to the outside of the arena, we will try to get out there as soon as the cars get by and assist that person without throwing that red flag. But there's times that we do have to throw it. And we got to run out there in the middle of you guys zooming around with this red flag, so look for it. Stop the car. Again, you must have total control of the car. If I got a guy out there and he's just going bang, 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 and he's trying to play like he's a human pinball, and he's banging off everything there is out there, he'll also get a black flag. When you make a hit on somebody, you hit that particular car, slam dunk the brakes, and line up your next shot. Don't hit him and say, well, I go left, boom, I can hit him right, I can hit him, and try to take out everybody in one backup shot. That ain't gonna cut the mustard, fellas. You gotta go out there and hit him. Take the guy out, take a nice front wheel shot, take a rear wheel shot, grab a radiator, grab a good spot. Make it a good, clean hit, and he'll always remember you. If we see that you just love tapping around out there, you're gonna get a black flag. take him out. You gotta make good hits, fellas. No Sunday driving.
All right, what about cheating?
Cheating.
What kind of what?
Cheating?
There's a lot of different ways that the guys try to cheat. The biggest cheating factor we have is tires. If you ever watch an inspection, we're always checking the tires. Years ago, they used to run like a H78 15 tire LT light truck. It used to be like a 6 or 8 ply tire, like a 4 or 5 ply sidewalls. And then after they got done with that, a lot of the guys would fill them with liquid rubber.
We've had people out here who's had steel bars inside their frames and stuff like that before.
Putting metal in the frame or concrete in the frame is not allowed.
We found sand in them, we found concrete in them, we found a lot of different things in them that they tried cheating with to get more tail weight in the car. So when they're coming back to hit the guy, the impact is a lot greater.
But if you're willing to try it, you know, but they don't allow it. If they catch it, you're gone.
We catch them. I've been around the sport so long that we do catch them. But I think the major cheating point is tires. That's the one they always try to get by on.
No, I don't at all. Not when I'm driving for Jesus on my car. You're not going to find
Well,
me
here they
cheating.
come. The cars are down for qualifier number 1. We'll give you the entries in just a moment.
The other thing, fellas, is the numbers on the cars. You got a name, that's one thing, but you got to have a number as well. Everybody puts a number on the side of their car for one reason, the fans. It's not because we want them there, it's because the fans want them there. When you're out there dealing that car and you're doing a good job, they remember one thing, and that's the number on that car. Oh, did you see that number 38 or that number 45 or whatever? Did you see him make that hit? He's the one I'm going to clap for on the fans' choice. It doesn't green, it doesn't red. They don't know what your car looks like, but they do remember that number, fellas. They remember it 100%. And they remember who makes the strong hits.
The 01 is Joe Lopacito from Staten Island. 69 Guy Bowman of Colonia. The 759 Curtis Will Thompson from Colts Neck. 79 Rich Padula of Rochelle Park.
What do I want to see out there? Blood, guts, destruction, you know, all the usual stuff.
They're sadistic fans we got up there. I mean, they got whips, chains, bottle rockets, you name it, they got it up there. They are worse than the drivers. I've always said the fans are worse than the drivers. They want to see the worst hit they've ever seen. That's what they come out here for. They're vicious people up there in the stands.
I want to see blood, I want to see guts, I want to see hands, mangled arms. What do you want to see?
Smash up derby, lots of crashing, smashing. Wrecks, action. Slam and jam.
Yeah?
That's what we come for, right?
Yeah.
You're on vacation, you go to have fun. That's right. Want to see a party, no? Red, black, and blue?
All right, riding down on that farmer car right now, everyone, Master Disaster. I am excited about this World Championship, too. Multi-time champion in the referee's uniform. How about a hand for Whitey Miller? All right, this is Whitey Miller concentrating on the work at hand as we get ready to go with our first qualifier.
What about the way they decorate these cars?
Yeah, that's reminiscent of young children getting ready for a parade when they decorate their bicycles, or perhaps reminiscent of Indians dressing up for warfare. There's certainly an element of excitement here and a lot of preening and sending a message of combativeness and strength and foreboding through the decorations that they put on their cars.
Are you folks ready for heat number 1? All right, wave your hats, help us count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're underway. All right, here we go.
was at a car show not too long ago, and I had a guy come up to me at the car show, and I had one of the cars there, all smashed up and everything. And he come up to the car, he goes, "Man, that is what a car's for." He says, "Not to sit and put in your garage with mothballs and everything." He says, "It's made to be used, and when it's ready to die, you take it out and you smash it up. Not this restoring where you lose your wife over it and everything else. It's made to be put away as a good thing. This is the way to do it."
Well, we certainly, I suppose, have a much more variant society than many other cultures because we're composed of so many different kinds of peoples, and we have such vast resources that we're able to carry on many activities that other societies probably wouldn't allow themselves to get involved with. Secondly, we're a very wasteful society. Up until very recently, we seem to have had limitless frontiers to approach. We had plenty of territory and space, we had plenty of raw materials, and we didn't worry a great deal about conservation. People in Europe have been very conservation-minded for a long number of years, particularly conservation of gasoline, which has been in short supply to them and is a very expensive commodity. We continue to have very abundant resources in terms of metals. We at least do produce our own petroleum, and it's only recently that we're learning to conserve and prevent waste. It'll be an interesting question to see whether wasteful events such as this predominate 50 years from now, or as a consequence of the fact that we move into an era when we have to be much more conserving, whether events such as this will pass by the wayside.
Everybody, I think, in the back of their minds goes down that parkway and they see somebody cut them off or stick it in front of them somehow, and they say, "Gee whiz, if this was a demo car, I'd just smash right in the back of him. You know, I would just love to smash that guy." So when they come to the track here, they can do it. They take all their anxieties out, and it's great. I think it's the greatest sport in the world. I really do.
Let's do it! Hit it, Billy! Where do you want to go? I just don't know. Well, I know to the demolition derby shout. Demolition derby shout. Demolition derby shout. Demolition derby shout.
I want to see Chuckles, number 13, but he's not here tonight. Thank you.
Yeah, it's fun with the story.
One very long time ago, they built the derby show. They was driving in the Monte Carlo.
Two-year-olds are known for their defiance of adult constraints.
The Buick went right through the door. The crowd kept screaming about more. At the demolition derby shout. Derby shout. Demolition derby shout. Demolition derby shout. The demolition derby shout.
All right, as the husband says, be smart. Don't start with the drugs. Put your enthusiasm into mission.
The demolition